It's exciting, man. Weddings are a big deal, man. People love weddings.
Weddings are pretty great. I mean, I haven't been to many
for attendees, right?
Yeah,
for a guest.
Hey, man, shoot, catered meals and all I got to bring is a gift.
Open bar.
Open bar. I get to meet some single friends of yours that are now friends of mine.
Yeah.
I mean, how can I be upset?
There you go, bro. There you go. Dude, I don't know, though. Sometimes weddings, it's like, people are so judgmental about weddings. And it's kind of a shame. Yes, dude. What? Yeah? Yes. People are so judgmental of weddings. On all sides. All sides. At least from what I've experienced. Mm-hmm. From the weddings that I've been to, like, you know, obviously over the course of my life, I've had different girlfriends. I've been to different weddings, you know, different friends, whatever. But, dude, people judge. Like, I can have, like, you've been to birthday parties, right? Yeah. Of mine. Right, I'll have a birthday party, and nobody's out. I mean, and you know, maybe you've been to weddings, but this is at least my experience. Nobody's out here talking shit about my birthday party, like, oh yeah, you know, Jacob didn't have enough sausages, or he ran out of mustard, or like, we ran out of beer after 4 hours, even though I had 15 beers. I mean, what the hell's going on? Nobody's saying that, but at weddings, like, people are petty about that. Wow. People are like, people judge the food, people judge the venue, people judge this, people judge that. Wow. It's like, dude, I'm telling you, people shit on weddings.
Oh my gosh.
It's insane, bro. It's insane. Because the expectation is so high. Like, it's stupid high for no reason. You know?
Now that you say that, I remember this one TV show where, like, there's, like, 4 brides and they go around, like, judging each other's weddings and the dresses and all that stuff. Yeah.
Dude. Yes.
It's an industry, gosh.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude. It is, man. It's an industry, and it's like we all fall into the trap.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, if it was up to me, I would do it the same way like I do my birthdays, bro. I would have a freaking keg of beer or whatever beer. I would make some of my freaking ribs, right? And it would be, it would be thoughtful. Like, my friends are going to DJ. Everyone's going to, there's yard games in the back. Like, everyone's having a good time, whatever. All my friends, all my family, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But now it's like, dude, they put this label on it that makes it wedding, and now you have to have an extravagant thing where everything has to be, each plate has to cost you, $30, and you're inviting 100 people to your wedding, and it's like, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, there's plate costs and all kinds of analysis.
You should just call it a family reunion, right? And they'll probably charge it cheaper.
Low key.
Like, there's actually a thing. What's that show? Adam Ruins Everything. You ever seen that show? You ever heard of that show?
I've heard of it.
So it's by True TV, and he does one on weddings, and he talks about how, the only reason why weddings are around is because, like, the rich and famous did it, and people were trying to, like, elevate to the rich, and anyone who's listening, like, look at that, like, weddings, and Adam Ruins Everything, and it's pretty interesting, man. Like, the only reason why they have white dresses is because back in the day when people used to get married, like, if you think about it, like, there was a lot more manual work back then, so people were, like, working on farms and like doing all this, whatever it is, and so people didn't have white things because white gets dirty. Yeah. Right? So white was reserved for the wealthy. So now it's like, and now people wanted to assume wealth, and then as the status of living became, weddings got bigger and bigger, and then a whole industry goes around it. They even said it was something ridiculous, like, you want to rent, or like, on average, if you do something that is considered like a reunion or a family party or something like that, like all the same stuff, and then you do it as a wedding, it's on average like $10,000 more. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I think I've heard that before. You just say, it's not a wedding. No, it's just a few people. No, I was watching this one show, and if it was a wedding, you had to use, like, the venue's approved caterers. You had to use the venue's approved like stylists, a bunch of stuff like that. They have a wedding package, and in order to use this venue for a wedding, you have to use their package. Versus, like, I just want an event, just give me the room. And they actually, like, monitor that stuff, and they'll come into your event and be like, this looks like a wedding. Upcharge.
I got your credit card information.
Right. You got the deposit. That's crazy. That's the thing, man. It's an industry. But that's,
it is.
That's commercial America, man. It's commercial America.
It is, dude. People will pay for it, and people still do.
Yeah. They won't stop. I think there's definitely, like, a shift in the trend a little bit. You know, people are getting a little more low key, and you know, people are like living in off-grid homes and things like that. The traditional way of living is kind of moving, just like the traditional way of working we were talking about earlier. You know, we're evolving a little bit, but you know, there's still grandmas alive that like to see their.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking about as you were saying that. It's like, okay, yes. You know, us as a couple may be okay with doing something a little less extravagant.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, your abuela or your grandma or whatever, or even your mom or your dad or your cousin or your uncle or I don't know, whoever else, your aunt, are you ready to be faced with that judgment?
No. Yeah, that's definitely.
And I think some people will take that and be like, you know, okay, no, I'm going to spend the money because I want it to be nice and then whatever. Yeah. But if you think about it, you can't even escape people's judgment. No. You can't. Because no matter what you do, someone's going to say something about something.
Yep. You know? Exactly. So that comes down to like doing it for yourself and for your party. You know?
Yes.
You got to look at each other and see what each other wants and just like, hey, all right, do I feel like satisfying my family today? No. All right, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro. And I think that almost comes down to like, you know, the basic principle, what, you know, everyone preaches everywhere, which I think is important, but at the end of the day, you have to not care what people think to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like if you know what's good for you and, you know, you're doing your thing and you know what's best for you, and if you truly know what's best for you, not this skewed view of like doing drugs and you think that, I'm just going to keep doing this because it's good for me. It's like, perfect. No, if you know what's best for you and you like know what's up, and if people are going to judge you, like screw that, man. Like do what's good for you and like your life, and
exactly,
you know, that's the most important thing.
I think you gotta like not take everybody's word with a grain of salt, but it all rolls back to that same trust factor where it's like, okay, I'm going to ask you for your opinion, or maybe you give me your unsolicited opinion, and then I will make a decision based off of how much I trust you, whether I want to accept your opinion. Well, not accept, but do I want to heed your words and then maybe shift my ways based off of what you've given me? You know, I've got to process that information. And in processing it, I will decide how much I want to trust your opinion, you know? Because if I know you as a bullshitter, I'm, you know, and you tell me some advice, you're a bullshitter.
Yeah.
I'm a, you know.
Big time.
That's who you are.
And you know what? This guy